Hello, people. I'm so sorry. I've been gone for like 2, 3 months. I was feeling a little bit discouraged, but I'm back. The thing is, I recorded so many things and then I just uploaded to my computer and then I looked at all the stuff I had recorded. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is gonna take forever to sort out. So what I'm starting to do is I'm just gonna record something and edit it and post it and not record again until I have uploaded a different video. Anyway, I'm making another what I eat in a day / workout with me. I'm gonna show you guys my leg workout and I'm gonna show you guys one meal that I am making today. I'm making potatoes with tilapia fish. And yeah, I just want to not make, because I make the same things a lot and I don't want to make the same things in my videos because I feel like you guys are gonna get tired of it. Before I start, I did want to talk to you guys a little bit about losing fat and getting muscle. I did have a comment and I didn't reply to that comment because I wanted to reply in this video. So what's been helping me is I stopped eating out. I probably just eat out like once every week or once every 2 weeks or on my cheat meals, and I try to make everything at home and I try to make everything as clean as possible. Like instead of using tapatio, I make my own salsa for my food. I know it's in another video, but if you're new, let me show you a picture. I'm gonna put it up here. This is when I was working and there was a Taco Bell, a Jack in the Box, a Panda Express. That was like down the street from my work, and so for lunch I was a lot of the time, probably 50% of the time, I wouldn't take my own food. So I would just run there and get all this food and it was just not good for my stomach. The amount of fat in those things compared to protein, the ratio was so off for me. I'm supposed to be eating around 40 to 50 grams of protein of fat a day. And I kid you not, I was eating about 100 grams of fat a day. And I was like, oh, I'm just bulking, but that was not the right way to bulk. That was like a very dirty bulk, but not even like in a good way because I wasn't having enough protein. Let me tell you, one day I went to Jack in the Box and I got the 2-for-1 tacos. You know what tacos they have? They're not bad if you're gonna eat them on a cheat day, you know, but I searched up the calories. I don't even remember what it was. I think it was like 40 grams for one taco. It was like 40 grams of fat and like 5 grams of protein. Like, anyway, I've been learning so much and I want to share it with you guys. I do have a TikTok explaining how much protein, carbs, and fat you should be eating in a day. I'll try to link it down below, but there's also a video where I kind of explain it a little bit deeper, but I do talk a lot in that video. And I don't know if it's a little bit more confusing. I kind of gathered my thought on the TikTok. So I'll just link the TikTok. That way you guys can do the calculations for yourself and see how much protein you should be eating, how much fat you should be eating. But the main thing will be you cooking at home. That way you can calculate everything too, and it's just way easier. Sorry about that weird transition, but basically I kind of want to explain a little bit further what I've been doing at the gym. So I actually started minimizing the amount of workouts I'm doing in a gym sesh. So before I used to do like say squats, hip thrusts, walking lunges, goblet squats, like 5 different things, but now I'm minimizing it to 3 to 4 different things, no more than 4, and I'm doing 4 sets of 10 reps. So that means I also increased my weight and I made my rest periods longer. So before I used to rest for like 40 to 1 minute, and now I'm resting 2 minutes to whenever like I have to catch my breath because I am going a little bit heavier, and I've been seeing more growth, more muscle growth. So that's what I'm doing this month, and that's why on the workout you're gonna see that I'm only doing 3 things, which is walking lunges, hip thrusts, and deadlift. Also for the video, I'm only doing 1 meal just because I feel like I've done enough what I eat in a day. But if you guys want to see more what I eat in a day, I'll definitely do that. I literally was talking about recording and editing and only recording what I need. For this video, I actually recorded like 2 different workouts and like a bunch of meals. Recorded it about a week ago, so now I'm just over it. So I ended up just putting 1 meal for this video and my recent leg workout. But hopefully for the next video, I'll put upper body workout because I've been doing a lot of those recently too. I have not been missing any upper body days, and that's been helping a lot too. This is me doing deadlifts. I started only doing 3 to 4 workouts in my whole workout just because I want to gain muscle and I want to see how this works. I will show you guys a TikTok of how to do a proper deadlift in the next clip. So you want your feet to be shoulder width apart. You're gonna grab the bar. I put one hand under and one hand over. That's just easier for me. And when you go down, kind of like stick your butt out, but as you're also keeping a neutral spine, and your butt will basically be in between your knees and your shoulders. I'll show you that on the TikTok. But when you push up, you want your feet to push against the ground, kind of like you want it to get away from you, and just lift up with your legs. Make sure you're using your leg strength, not your back and upper body strength. The clip kind of shows that my butt is between my knees and my shoulders. You don't want it to be parallel to the ground. You don't want to arch your back. You want to keep your back straight, and you don't want to hyperextend the back. And then the bar goes parallel to your body. You don't want it to get away from your body. You want it to be as close to your body as possible, and it's just going to go straight up and down if you see it from the side. Surprise, surprise, I'm doing hip thrust again. Hip thrust is honestly the main thing that works my butt out, and it never gets old. I always feel it. The one thing I want to say about this is everybody is different, so everybody's body will be different when you do hip thrust. For me, it works when my knees are out and my shins don't go in more than 90 degrees with my knees, but everybody is different, so you kind of have to like move around and just experiment with your body and figure out what works best for you. People say that if you move your feet too forward, they feel it more on their quads. If you move it too back, you feel it more on your hamstrings, but it all depends on your body type. But make sure that you're always squeezing your glutes and your core. You don't want to injure your back. This was the last workout for me. I did walking lunges, and I really pushed myself to do 10 on each leg, and I think that's what got me really tired, so I couldn't do any more, which is good because I've only been trying to do 3 to 4 workouts per day. I just don't want to exhaust myself, and I'm not trying to do cardio. I'm really trying to grow. So I actually started resting 2 minutes in between or longer depending on how I'm feeling. For these, I noticed that I did have to rest for like 2.5 minutes just because I was really exhausted, but I heard that that's how you grow your muscles, so we will see. Yeah, these are kind of hard. I don't think you guys need an explanation. If you do, let me know, and I'll try to make one in my next video since I am doing this all month long. Hi guys, today I'm just gonna do one meal, and honestly it's pretty clean. It's pretty good. I am boiling water, and I cut 2 big potatoes. I'm probably gonna eat half of a potato is a serving. The other half will be for dinner. It is 5 o'clock, and this is my 3rd meal of the day. I just took progress pics, so I don't want to show you guys my outfit. I buy frozen tilapia. So one of these is 19 grams of protein, and I eat 2 in a serving. They don't fill you up as much as chicken does. I feel like it's lighter than chicken, and it has only 2 grams of fat. 2 grams of fat. So if you eat 2 of these tilapia fishes, that's around 40 grams of protein. A little over 19 for each because they don't weigh 4 ounces. They weigh a little bit over 4 ounces, but if you eat 2 of them, 40 grams of protein and only like 6 grams of fat, which is insane. Love the macros in this. I'll show you guys how I prepare these, but they literally cook in 5 minutes. The potatoes take a little longer, especially if they're bigger. They take longer to cook. I'm boiling water, and I'm gonna cut these up and just let them boil for around 20 to 40 minutes, depending. I don't know, for some reason it always just takes me a really long time to cook potatoes, so I have to like be watching them. But damn, the hardest potatoes ever. And the smaller they are, obviously the faster they cook. Sorry, I'm gonna put on some clothes. I just wanted to throw this in there before I did anything. These are the potatoes. They're tiny, and I'm just gonna throw them in hot water. It's not boiling yet, but it will boil. So I just washed my fish, and all you're gonna need is red pepper flakes and garlic salt. And I put a little bit of olive oil on my pan just so my fish won't stick. Open both of my things, and with my left hand I grab the fish and I just lightly coat it. And then once I do the top, then I put the red pepper flakes, just because when it's too much it gets too spicy, which is something I would never say. I'll put a medium heat. Oh, that was hot. It's splashed. Don't put too much because then it's gonna be super salty. What's up with my hair? While this is cooking, we're gonna do our mashed potatoes. I have a little strainer. I'm gonna strain the water out. It took around 30 minutes for my potatoes to cook, and they're really soft. Potatoes. You don't have to turn it back on, but I put it back in there because if I eat it later, I'm gonna want to heat it up. All you're gonna need is some of this chicken bouillon, some butter, 100% butter, none of that margarine fake shit, milk, oregano, and pepper. These are optional, you don't have to. And I'm gonna put half of a butter stick. This is probably like 6 servings here. Probably half a cup of milk, and about a tablespoon of chicken bouillon. I'm gonna have to turn it on because my butter's not melting. Because I cook my potatoes really good, they're easily like just smashing with the spoon. These are ready to turn. They probably cook for 2 minutes on that side. And let me show you guys. You see how it's kind of turning pink, white on top? That's kind of how you know to turn it around. I'm gonna cover it so it can cook faster and it won't be so loud, but I'm gonna probably just cover it and let it cook for another 5 minutes and it should be good. And I'm just gonna mix this. So I feel like the cooking time for all of this is around 40 minutes. But you can just like set your potatoes and do other stuff. So prep time is like 30 minutes. Cooking time is around 15 minutes. So you can get this done in 15 minutes. You don't have to go out to McDonald's. It'll probably take you 15 minutes to get your food in McDonald's. My butter is still melting. But once it's melted, your potatoes should be ready. They literally just mash themselves as I spin it with the spoon. That's it for the potatoes. But these are going to be loaded mashed potatoes. Sorry, my hair is crazy. These are going to be loaded mashed potatoes, so you guys will see what I add to it. So my potatoes are warm enough that my cheese is going to melt. And then I'm going to put some Greek yogurt over it. These are loaded mashed potatoes. You can make your own bacon, but if you're lazy and don't care about your health, just get this one. My mouth is literally watering. We don't care about carbs if it's good for us.